guys, what's up? It's Fallen. So finally, I do have my Dark World deck pretty decently done up. I am missing a few of the danger cards, but this is pretty much a very, very budget. I'd say no more than like $50, $50 total spent to get this deck the way it is. So it's very, very easy, budget friendly, and the most you spent was 30 out of the structure decks. But let's hop into it. For starters, you want 1, 2, 3 Graphas. Grapha is your main boss monster. He will come back to the field by bouncing a Dark World monster from your field back to your hand, any Dark World. So he's constantly coming back, and if he's discarded by a card effect, yours, you get a destruction. You get to destroy something on the field, on your opponent's side of the field. No ifs, ands, or buts. But if it's by your opponent, you get to look at their hand, guess pretty much. You get to put the danger effect on them, and if it's a monster, you get to say, hey, come work for me now. And because of the new fusion monster, you need 3. Alright, this is going to be a little controversial, but Double Rainbow, the Overking, a new monster out of the structure deck. If he's discarded by a card effect, you get to add a level 5 or higher, so he's a Grapha Searcher. And you're Silva. But if he's discarded by an opponent's card effect, you get to target a level 4 or lower and special summon it out of their grave. Next up, Double Silva. 2300. If he gets discarded by a card effect, either one, he gets special summon. Awesome. But if it's by your opponents, he special summons himself and then picks 2 random cards out of their hand and sends it back to their deck. So really, really good. Okay. One of Parl. He just special summons out of the grave. He's just a hard once, and honestly, I don't really care for him. I might be cutting him. So stay tuned for that. Next is one of the best from one of the old Dark Worlds. Snow, 3 of. She's your Stratos. She's your Searcher. She gets discarded. She searches out any Dark World spell or trap and or monster. So keep that in mind. Next, out of the structure deck, a new monster, Ginta. You discard him, add Gates. You already have a Fiend type monster in your graveyard. You can banish him, send another Fiend type monster from your hand to the grave, draw a card, and then when he's banished, he gets special summon himself. And that one is a hard once per turn. So let's go with that. Double Brow. Most people are running 3. I'm running 2 because I've seen him too much in testing. So I had to cut him down to 2, and I've seen him just perfect today. But if he's discarded by your effect, draw 1. By opponents, draw 2. Now, a non-Dark World monster, Salamander Catalyzer. Awesome. Reveal him and another Dark World monster. Send the Dark World monster to the grave, special summon him. Their effect kicks off. You get a free search or whatever it is, and he gets to come out. And then also, if your Fiend type monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can bring him back to your hand from the graveyard. All around, just awesome. And he's out of Darkwing Blast. He's pretty cheap right now, guys. Pick him up. Another really, really convoluted and kind of controversial, Double Cerulli. A lot of people are running 1. A lot of people are running 2. Some say 3. I like him at 2. Because that's about the perfect way I've seen him. Like 1, I've never seen him. 3, I opened up always with all 3 of him in hand, and I just did not like it. So we're dropping into 2. I've seen 1 in my opening hand and dug into another one later. So, and if he's discarded by a card effect, he goes to your opponent's field, and then he makes you discard. So which makes it become an opponent's card effect, which means where you get all your really nasty effects like Silva's. 1 Danger Mothman. I know a lot of people are running this one at a higher level, but I like it at 1. Danger package is really, really good, especially just on the structure deck itself. If all dangers do this, reveal, shuffle, your opponent picks. If it's wrong, special summon him, draw a card. If it's not, they go to the grave and they get a different effect. His is Dark World Dealings if he's discarded. So really, really awesome. Danger Noodle, 1. Discarded, he gets to come out. The only difference is if your opponent doesn't pick him, you get to draw a card. Double Bigfoot, because it's level 8 and 3000. He gets discarded, you get to destroy something face up on the field. Anything. Thunderbird. Level 8 pops a set if it gets discarded. Really, really awesome. I love the dangers. I don't have Nessie. I don't have Chubalupacabra. I don't have Jackalope or nothing like that. As I said, this is a very budget-friendly deck. One puppet because we don't like your opponent's graveyard. You can banish this, banish 3 monsters out of their grave, and discard a fiend. What's not to like? This is something I had sitting around, so I don't know what these are going for. I know you guys can get a lower rarity of these, the commons or something like that, to really dim down the cost. But Twin Twisters. Pop 2 cards and discard a card. Okay. Cost is discard. You want to discard a danger card. That way you get their additional effects. What Dark World deck is complete without gates? Not once per turn. So, banish, pitch, draw. Ginta's already in the graveyard, so there's your fodder. Archives, one of the new cards. You can discard a Dark World monster, and all your Dark Worlds gain 100 times their level. Whatever monster got sent from your hand to the graveyard by level. Discard it. And then if another Dark World effect kicks in, you get to pitch a fiend and draw 2 cards. Really, really good card. I love it. I'm glad they made it. Double Accession. The fusion, quick place fusion. Banish, but if it's a Dark World, you get to discard. And you want 2 of this because it's always revolving around. It will constantly keep coming back to your hand. And last but not least, 1, 2, 3, Dark World Dealings. Really, really good. Makes your opponent kind of mill through their hand too. And last but not least for the traps, 1 skill drain, 1 punishment. Because I like to be annoying. All right. And before you guys go commenting saying, oh, tier limit players love you. The last player I played as a tier limit, playing Ishizu tier, I backed him into a corner. He flat out said, there's nothing I can do. I don't have any of the resources. I mean, yes, he still beat me, but I made him run out of resources with this build. So I'm pretty happy with it. All right, into the extra deck. Double Big Grapha. 3,200, and your opponent activates a card, monster effect, a normal spell or normal trap that you don't like. No. Your new effect is this. I discard a card now. You're making me discard. That's their new effect. I have to discard. So which means you're forcing your opponent to make you do their really dirty effects. And if it gets destroyed, you get to special summon Grapha. All right. 138, Hope Harbinger Dragon Titanic Galaxy. A lot of people are using this for the spell negation effect. No one else remembers the fact that also you can detach material and he's, nah bro, you hit me now. You're hitting me. I mean, at rank 8, 3,000, he's going to be pretty rough. Dingirsu. Non-targeting removal. Awesome. Number 97, Dragulobin. Supposed to summon another dragon type number monster out of your extra deck. You can only attack with that one, but you guys will see which one I'm going with next. Now I'm running a small galaxy package because that's what I actually have on hand here. Tachyon, full field negation. Okay. Cypher, if you're playing against a really heavy Exceed player, go into that, steal their monster, upgrade into full armor, detach material, destroy a card, upgrade again into Cypher Blade, detach, and destroy another one. So, that's always fun. Extra just removal. And what we're really going to be bringing out with 97, Numeron Dragon, 9,000, punch to the face. Okay, for the last couple Exceeds, I've got Abyss Dweller, just negates graveyard play. I can play with my graveyard, you can't play with yours. Too bad. And last for the Exceeds is Baguska. Effect negation. When he gets brought out, you can make shift everything to defense mode if you put him in defense and negate their effects. So really, really good card. Love it. Next up, For the link package, I have Security Dragon and a Koshkick Magician. You want to go a Koshkick first. You want to compulse whatever she's pointing to, and then go into Security. That way you get an extra free pop. And then you can activate a Koshkicks to mill and go through 2 cards and call whatever it is you're looking for and draw into it. If not, you go to the grave. And our number 15 card, the best danger card of them all, Access Code. You can make it become 43 with 2 free destructions. Your opponent can't activate anything in response to it. And you can just keep going from there, guys. But that's my build. It's extremely budget friendly, as I said. So stay tuned, guys. I'm going to have more coming up. I'm going to be working on more on my Duel Links. I'm going to be working more on Master Duel. Probably going to be live streaming sometime this upcoming week. Hope to catch you guys there. But all right. Fallen, signing out.